Everyone, in this video we are going to discuss exercise 8.3 similar triangles. If you didn't watch exercise 8.1 and 8.2, the link is in the description. Watch it. Okay, let's move to the questions. D, E, F are midpoints of sides BC, CA, AB of triangle ABC. Then find the ratio of areas of triangle DEF and triangle ABC. So we have one big triangle ABC. We have one triangle ABC. Next, D is midpoint of BC. D is the midpoint of BC. And E is the midpoint of CA or AC. E is the midpoint of CA or AC. And F is the midpoint of AB. And F is the midpoint of AB. So now if we join these DEF points, we will get one more triangle. So now we have one small triangle DEF and a big triangle ABC. So we need to find the ratio of those areas of DEF and ABC. Smaller triangle area is to bigger triangle area. So first, to find out those ratios of areas, first we need to show that DEF triangle is similar to ABC triangle, because in the question he nowhere mentioned that those two are similar to each other. So first our duty is to proving that those two triangles are similar to each other. Okay, let us start now. First thing, already we know one point, that is, if a line is joining two midpoints, then that line is parallel to the third side. So here FE, both are midpoints, and this FE line is joining that line. So if any line is joining the midpoints, then that will be parallel to the third side. It means that FE line is parallel to the BC. So if FE line is parallel to this total line BC, then obviously that is parallel to this half line BD also. So it means FE is parallel to BD also. Next, E and D. E and D, both the points are also midpoints. Now ED line is joining that two midpoints. If ED is joining those two midpoints, it will be parallel to the third side, that will be AB. It means ED is parallel to AB. If ED is parallel to total line AB, then ED is parallel to BF. ED is parallel to BF. So what I will do now, I am drawing this BDEF quadrilateral here. This is BDEF. BDEF quadrilateral I did now. So if we observe, FE is parallel to BD. This FE is parallel to BD. Next, ED is parallel to BF. This ED is parallel to BF. Opposite sides are parallel to each other. Then this figure is parallelogram. So BDEF is a parallelogram. Next, already we know the properties of a parallelogram. In any parallelogram, the opposite sides are equal to each other. So it means BD is equals to EF, BD is equals to EF, and BF is equals to ED. Next, opposite angles are equal to each other. So it means this angle FBE is equals to this angle FED. Now the same angles I will represent in this figure, that is angle FBD. This angle is equal to FED, this angle. Now if we observe this figure clearly, FBD, this angle is in the bigger triangle. Next, FED is in the smaller triangle. So one angle of the bigger triangle is equal to the one angle of the smaller triangle. Okay, next. Now I will take this FE. F is the midpoint as well as E is the midpoint. So this FE line will be parallel to the third side. It means BC. So FE is parallel to BC. If FE is parallel to total line BC, then obviously this is parallel to this half line CD also. So it means FE is parallel to CD. Next, I will take now FD line. F is the midpoint as well as D is the midpoint. So FD line, which is joining those two midpoints, will be parallel to the third side AC. So it means FD is parallel to the third side AC. If FD is parallel to total side AC, then it will be parallel to this half side EC also. So it means FD is parallel to EC. So now I will draw this FEDC quadrilateral separately. FEDC. So now if we observe the points which we got clearly, FE is parallel to CD, FE parallel to CD, FE is parallel to CD. Next, FD is parallel to EC, FD is parallel to EC. Two opposite sides are parallel to each other. So this CDFE is a parallelogram. So if it is a parallelogram, obviously again the two opposite angles will be equal to each other. It means this angle FDC, this angle is equals to FEC. Next, one more. Angle DFE, this angle is equals to DCE angle. Now I will take these two angles and I will mention it in the bigger figure. That is DFE. This angle is equal to DCE. Now again these two angles, if we observe, one angle is in the smaller figure and one angle is in the large outer figure. Now if we observe this total figure clearly, angle FED, this smaller one, is equals to angle FBD. This angle is equals to this angle. Next, angle EFD, this angle is equals to angle DCE. This angle is equals to this angle. So two angles are equal to each other means obviously the third angle is also equal. So it means this angle is equal to this angle. So all the three corresponding angles are equal to each other. It means according to AAA criteria, this smaller triangle, that is DEF, is similar to bigger triangle ABC. So we got smaller triangle DEF, triangle DEF similar to triangle ABC. Already we know clearly, if two triangles are similar to each other, then those corresponding sides will be in the same ratio. Next, those areas, area of triangle DEF, area of triangle DEF divided by area of triangle ABC. If two triangles are similar to each other, then the areas of those triangles is equals to squares of the corresponding sides. So one side I am taking DE square by, from the next triangle I am taking AC square. So DEF area divided by ABC area is equals to DE square by AC square. Sorry, I will take it as AB because corresponding, right? Okay, AB square. Okay, next, now already we know clearly that FEDB is a parallelogram. This one, FEDB is a parallelogram. So in the place of DE, I will write BF because in the parallelogram opposite sides are equal to each other. That is this one. In the place of DE, I will write BF. So in the place of DE, I will write BF whole square divided by AB whole square. Next, now already in the question itself he clearly mentioned DEF are midpoints. So F is the midpoint of AB. Then this BF can be written as half of the AB. So BF is nothing but half of the AV, that is AV by 2 whole square whole divided by AV whole square. So now we will get AB square divided by 4 whole divided by AB square. AB square will get cancelled. So we remains with 1 by 4. So area of triangle DEF divided by area of triangle ABC is equals to 1 by 4. If we say it in ratio, a ratio of areas of triangle DEF is to area of ABC is equals to 1:4 ratio. Okay, let's move to the next question. In triangle ABC, XY is parallel to AC. We have one triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. And XY is parallel to AC. We have one line AC. Exactly parallel to that, we have one more line, that is AC. Sorry, XY. So these two lines are parallel to each other now. Next, and XY divides the triangle into two parts of equal area. This XY line is dividing the total triangle into two parts. One is this BXY part and one is AXYC quadrilateral part. Then it is clearly mentioned that those two parts are of equal area. It means total triangle, area of total triangle ABC is equals to area of this triangle BXY plus area of quadrilateral AXYC. Next, area of triangle BXY plus, he mentioned clearly two parts which are having equal area. It means this BXY area as well as this AXYC area, both areas are equal to each other. So in the place of AXYC also I will substitute BXY, area of triangle BXY. So now area of triangle BXY plus area of triangle BXY is nothing but 2 times area of triangle BXY. Okay, now our duty is to showing that triangles are similar, because in the question nowhere he mentioned that those are similar. So now I will consider this XBY smaller triangle and ABC total triangle. So already he said that XY is parallel to AC, then these two angles will be equal to each other because corresponding, as well as these two angles will be equal to each other because corresponding angles. If two angles are equal to each other, obviously the third angle is also equal to each other. So according to AAA criteria, we can say that those two are similar to each other. Now if those two are similar to each other, we can find out the ratios now. So I will find out the areas ratio. Area of smaller triangle, that is XBY, divided by area of bigger triangle ABC. Already we know ratio of areas is nothing but squares of the corresponding sides. So I am taking the first side XB whole square divided by AB whole square. Next, area of XBY I am keeping as it is. Area of triangle XBY divided by area of triangle ABC. Area of triangle ABC is nothing but 2 times of area BXY. So 2 times of area of triangle XBY or BXY, which is equals to XB by AB whole square. These two will get cancelled, so we remains with XB by AB whole square is equals to 1 by 2. Now if we remove this square, it will become square root to the right side. So we will get XB by AB is equals to under root 1 by 2. So if we separate the RHS now, that is XB by AB is equals to root 1 by root 2. Root 1 is nothing but 1. So XB by AB is equals to 1 by root 2. But we don't want XB by AB. He is asking about AX by XB. So what I will do now, this XB can be written as, this side XB can be written as total minus AX. I will write like that only. That is total AB minus AX whole divided by AB, which is equals to 1 by root 2. Now I will separate these terms. So we will get AB by AB minus AX by AB, which is equals to 1 by root 2. These two will get cancelled. So we remains with 1 minus AX by AB is equals to 1 by root 2. Next, we want AX by XB value. Now I will bring this 1 by root to this side. So we will get 1 minus AB is nothing but this 1 by root 2 I am bringing this side. So 1 minus 1 by root 2 is equals to AX by AB. Root 2 minus 1. Root 2 minus 1 divided by root 2 is equals to AX by AB. So the value is root 2 minus 1 by root 2. Okay, so we got here AX by XB. Sorry, AX by AB. But in the question we want AX by XB. So still some other calculation we need to do. So what I will do now for this, AX by AX by AB, we have AX by AB is equals to root 2 minus 1 by root 2. Root 2 minus 1 by root 2. This is what we got now. But in the place of ax by ab, actually we want ax by xb. So ax as it is divided by, now ab I will write it as, ab is nothing but total side. So total side can be written as half plus half. So ax plus xb. Ax plus xb, which is equals to root 2 minus 1 divided by root 2. Again I will separate the LHS now. So we will get ax by ax plus ax by xb, which is equals to root 2 minus 1 divided by root 2. These two will get cancelled. So we remains with 1 plus ax by xb is equals to root 2 minus 1 by root 2. Now if we take that side, so we will get ax by xb is equals to root 2 minus 1 divided by root 2 minus 1. Plus 1 will become minus 1. Now if we simplify this, we will get ax by xb is equal to root 2 minus 1, root 2 into 1 minus root 2 divided by root 2. Root 2 will get cancelled. So we remains with ax by xb is equals to minus 1 by root 2. Okay, let's move to the next question. Prove that the ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to the square of the ratio of their corresponding medians. So for example, I am taking two triangles. One is triangle ABC and one is triangle PQR. And for these two triangles, medians also there. For ABC triangle, AD is the median, and for PQR triangle, PE is the median. So what he is saying then, prove that the ratio of areas of two similar triangles. Already we know these two triangles are similar to each other. Now, if two triangles are similar to each other, so area of the first triangle ABC divided by area of the second triangle, that is PQR, is equals to squares of the corresponding sides. AB square by PQ square is equals to BC square by QR square, which is equals to AC square by PR square. But already we know that AB square by PQ square is equals to squares of the medians, that is AD square by PE square. So from these two we can conclude that area of triangle ABC divided by area of triangle PQR is equals to squares of the medians, AD square by PE square. Okay, let's move to the next question. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, and BC is equals to 3 centimeters, EF is equals to 4 centimeters, and area of the triangle ABC is equals to 54 centimeters square. Then what is the area of triangle DEF? So already we know area of triangle ABC divided by area of triangle DEF is equals to squares of the corresponding sides. So here BC side is given, so that's why I am taking as BC square. EF side is given, that's why I am taking as here EF square. So now area of ABC is given as 54 divided by area of triangle DEF we need to find out. So that's why I am writing it as it is area of triangle DEF is equals to BC is given as 3, so 3 square, by EF is given as 4, so 4 square. Now 54 divided by area of triangle DEF is equals to 3 square is 9 divided by 4 square is 16. If we do cross multiplication, area of triangle DEF into 9 is equals to 16 into 54. So area of triangle DEF is equals to 16 into 54. I am taking 9 to the right side. It will become by 9. 9 ones are 9 six are. So area of triangle DEF is equals to 16 into 6, 96 centimeter squares. Okay, let's move to the next question. ABC is a triangle and PQ is a straight line meeting AB in P and C in Q. ABC is a triangle. We have one triangle ABC and PQ is a line. At AB it is touching at PE and at Q it is touching at, so PQ is a one line. Next, AP is equals to 1 centimeter and BP is equals to 3 centimeter. AQ is equals to 1.5 centimeter and CQ is equals to 4.5 centimeters. Then prove that area of triangle APQ, that is smaller triangle, is equals to 1 by 16 of area of the ABC total triangle. So first, before going to that, first we need to show that these two triangles are similar to each other. That is smaller triangle APQ and bigger triangle ABC, because in the question he nowhere mentioned those two are similar to each other. So to show that those two are similar to each other, I will take the ratios. Smaller triangle left side 1 by bigger triangle left side 1 by 3, 4. Next, smaller triangle right side 1.5 divided by bigger triangle left side, sorry, right side 1.5 plus 4.5, 6. Now these two, if these two ratios are equal to each other, then we can say that these two are similar triangles, otherwise not similar. 1.5 ones are 1.5 fours are. Yes, 1 by 4 is equals to 1 by 4. So now we can conclude that these two triangles are similar to each other. If those two triangles are similar to each other, area of triangle APQ divided by area of triangle ABC is equals to, for the first triangle I am taking AP square, by from the second triangle I am taking AB square, which is equals to AP is 1, so 1 square, by AB is 1 plus 3, 4 square, so which is nothing but 1 by 16. Area of triangle APQ divided by area of ABC is equals to 1 by 16. So I will write the same in single line. Area of triangle APQ divided by area of triangle ABC is equals to 1 by 16. Now I will take this area of triangle ABC to the right side. So area of triangle APQ is equals to area of triangle ABC. Hence proved. Okay, let's move to the next question. The areas of two similar triangles are 81 centimeter square and 49 centimeter square respectively. Then if the altitude of the bigger triangle is 4.5 centimeters, then find the corresponding altitude of the smaller triangle. Same again, area of the first one, that is 81 divided by area of the second triangle 49 is equals to square of the first triangle side, that is 4.5 square divided by altitude of the second triangle, we don't know, so x square. Now 81 by 49 is equals to 4.5 whole square divided by x square can be written as 4.5 by x whole square. Now I will apply square root on both the sides. So 81 by 49 is equals to 4.5 by x whole square is there. So I am applying square root on both the sides. Here square and square root will get cancelled. Square root of 81 is 9 by square root of 49 is 7, which is equals to 4.5 by x. If we do cross multiplication, we will get 9 into x is equals to 4.5 into 4.5 into 7. Now we want x value, so x is equals to 4.5 into 7 whole divided by 9. X is equals to 4.5 into 7, 7 5 is 35, 5 3, so 31.5 divided by 9 centimeters. Still, if you want more, you do long division method, you will get the still decimal point. Till now, if you didn't subscribe my channel, subscribe for more videos. Thank you.